Lovely viewers, today's story will touch your hearts, stir emotions, and spark endless conversations in the comment section. Imagine scrolling through your feed, expecting the usual celebrity updates, only to stumble upon something that feels like a ghost from the past. A memory frozen in time suddenly resurfacing. That is exactly what happened when Joong, one of Korea's most beloved stars, shocked fans with a simple yet powerful image. An old photo of his wedding ring. Yes, you heard me right. An old wedding ring photo that sent waves across the internet, reopening a chapter many thought was closed forever. Fans are still buzzing, and today we are diving deep into everything that unfolded, why this picture matters, and how people are reacting to it in real time. But before I get ahead of myself, let me ask you, what would you do if you stumbled upon a past love token? Would you keep it hidden away, destroy it, or like Joong, share it with the world in a moment that feels almost too vulnerable? The story begins quietly, like many big stories often do. Joong, now enjoying both professional success and the joys of fatherhood, has been known to keep his private life guarded since his very public marriage and divorce from Song Hye-kyo. But on this particular day, his social media account told a different story. Out of nowhere, without warning, fans noticed an upload. A photo that seemed to glow with nostalgia. It wasn't an elaborate post. No long captions, no flashy edits. Just a plain, simple shot of a ring, his old wedding band, resting on what looked like a handwritten letter or maybe even a diary page. The simplicity made it even more haunting. Could this be a coincidence? Was it intentional? Or was it just one of those random throwback moments celebrities sometimes share, not realizing how the world would interpret it? As soon as the post went live, fans flooded the comment section with mixed emotions. Some fans, who had been there since the song couple days, immediately felt their hearts shatter. Memories of their fairy tale wedding in 2017 came rushing back. The iconic ceremony in Shilla Hotel, the dreamy atmosphere, the way the world watched as Korea's golden couple tied the knot. Back then, the union of Joong and Song Hye-kyo wasn't just about two stars. It symbolized hope, romance, and destiny itself. Fans had invested emotionally in their love story, almost as if it was their own. Seeing that ring again felt like reopening an old diary you swore you would never touch again. The reactions came in waves. Some fans broke down in tears, commenting things like, "Why bring this back now, Joong? We were just starting to heal." Others speculated wildly. Is this his way of saying he still loves Hye-kyo? And even more daring comments like, "Could reconciliation be on the horizon?" began circulating. And then, of course, there were fans who saw the post as a closure, a final salute to a past that shaped him but no longer defines him. They argued that perhaps Joong simply wanted to acknowledge that chapter one last time, as a form of healing. Now, lovely viewers, this is where the story gets interesting. Because once the photo started gaining traction, fan communities across Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok began dissecting every little detail of that picture. The lighting, the surface the ring was placed on, the faint background text, all of it became clues in a grand mystery puzzle. Some eagle-eyed fans claimed the handwriting beneath the ring matched Song Hye-kyo's known handwriting style from old autographs. Others dismissed that theory, saying it was just a random notebook. But isn't it fascinating how something so small can ignite the detective instincts of millions worldwide? And speaking of Song Hye-kyo, while she remained silent, her name began trending alongside Joong's almost immediately. People couldn't help but connect the dots, wondering if she too saw the post and how she might have felt. Fans imagined her scrolling through her phone late at night, stumbling across the viral photo, and pausing for a long, emotional sigh. Did it bring back her own memories? Did she feel anger, sadness, or maybe even a bittersweet smile? These are the questions no one has answers to, but everyone is asking. As the reactions piled up, entertainment reporters began covering the story. Headlines read, Joong's throwback post sends internet into meltdown, and wedding ring photo sparks song nostalgia. Talk shows picked it up, panelists debated whether the post was intentional or accidental, and YouTube reactors, just like you and I here, began filming emotional breakdowns of the post, replaying the history of the Song couple, and speculating on what it all meant. Isn't it wild how one image can bring back years of history? Some fans even dug deeper, suggesting the post wasn't just about Song Hye-kyo. Perhaps, they argued, Song Joong-ki was reflecting on his journey as a person. Marriage, divorce, new love, fatherhood. Each stage has shaped him. The ring may not just symbolize his relationship with Hye-kyo but also the man he once was, the dreams he carried, and the lessons he learned along the way. And maybe, just maybe, sharing that ring photo was his way of acknowledging the past without being chained to it. But still, emotions run high. One fan wrote, "That ring isn't just jewelry. It's our entire 2017. Seeing it again makes me cry as if it all happened yesterday." Another fan shared, "He shouldn't have posted this, it's cruel to reopen wounds." Yet others replied with compassion, "Sometimes, letting the world see your scars helps you heal." Lovely viewers, whose side are you on? Do you think Song Joong-ki should have kept that memory private? Or do you believe he had every right to share it, knowing it would spark conversations like this? The story didn't end there, of course. After the initial storm, fans began revisiting old Song couple clips on YouTube, rewatching Descendants of the Sun, and sharing montages of their favorite moments. For a moment, it felt like 2016 to 2017 all over again, when the couple was at the height of their fame and love. Some fans admitted they couldn't help but smile through tears, remembering the good times even if things didn't last forever. Isn't that the funny thing about love stories? Even when they end, the memories stay etched in our hearts. Interestingly, some fans also speculated whether Song Joong-ki's wife, Katie Louise Saunders, had any thoughts about this post. After all, Joong-ki is now happily married again, with a beautiful baby boy. Wouldn't sharing an old wedding ring photo stir some questions at home? Or perhaps Katie understands completely, knowing that people sometimes need to process their past in order to fully embrace the present. Some fans even praised Katie, saying her quiet strength and support may be why Joong-ki feels safe enough to share vulnerable memories without fear of judgment. The buzz has only grown since then, with more and more people weighing in. Some say it's a PR stunt, designed to keep Joong-ki in the headlines. Others say it's pure coincidence, just a random throwback post without hidden meaning. But then again, can anything involving the Song couple ever truly be random? Fans argue that the timing was too perfect, too emotional, too deliberate. Could it be connected to an anniversary date? A memory tied to September or October, months that were significant in their wedding timeline. Fans love connecting dots, and this time they've built entire theories around the post. And this is where I turn to you, lovely viewers. What do you think? Was this an innocent post or a carefully calculated message? Did Song Joong-ki mean to stir hearts, or was he just lost in nostalgia for a moment? As this story continues to ripple across the internet, one thing is clear. The Song couple's legacy isn't fading anytime soon. Whether together or apart, their story continues to live on in the hearts of millions. That wedding ring, though just a piece of metal, symbolizes so much more. It represents dreams, heartbreaks, and the eternal truth that love, even when it doesn't last, leaves behind footprints we can never erase. Lovely viewers, imagine being in Song Joong-ki's shoes for a moment. If you had an object that once defined one of the most powerful chapters of your life, would you hide it away forever? Or would you let the world see it again, even if it meant stirring old wounds? Think about it. And so, the debate goes on. Fans cry, fans smile, fans argue, but one thing they all share is that they care, deeply. Song Joong-ki's wedding ring photo isn't just a throwback. It's a reminder that love stories never really die. They live on in our memories, our conversations, and yes, in the simple act of a man sharing a picture of a ring. After the initial storm of reactions, fan communities began organizing live discussions on Twitter Spaces and Instagram Lives. Imagine thousands of people logging in from different corners of the globe, their voices trembling with excitement and confusion. One fan from Manila said, "I thought I moved on, but seeing that ring again, it broke me all over." Another fan from New York chimed in, "It's like he's reaching out to us, not just Haikyo. That ring isn't just their memory, it's ours too." And then, in real time, tears flowed, laughter burst out, and people bonded over a shared piece of nostalgia that refused to die. As these conversations blossomed, the photo took on a life of its own. Edits began to flood social media. The ring superimposed over wedding photos of Joong and Haikyo, the ring glowing like a star against a night sky, or captions that read things like, "Forever Song Song" and "Some love stories never fade." TikTok was especially intense. Videos racked up millions of views as users created emotional montages, combining the ring photo with old drama clips from Descendants of the Sun, set against melancholic music. It was as if the internet was collectively reliving 2016, but with the added weight of knowing how the story eventually unraveled. At the same time, some fans argued passionately for the present. They pointed out that Song Joong-ki now has a new life, a wife, and a baby boy who brings him joy. They reminded others that holding on to the past too tightly could overshadow his current happiness. One touching comment read, "Yes, the ring brings back memories, but let's not forget Joong-ki is a father now. That's where his heart belongs." Still, even these fans admitted that seeing the ring photo gave them goosebumps, because some images are simply too powerful to ignore. Media outlets began to press Joong-ki's management for clarification, but as expected, there was silence. No statements, no denials, no explanations. And that silence only fueled the fire. When celebrities say nothing, fans often hear everything. The lack of explanation allowed imaginations to run wild. Was this silence his way of confirming that the post had deep meaning? Or was it simply his way of moving forward, leaving fans to interpret things however they wanted? Lovely viewers, imagine the ripple effect this has on Song Haikyo. Though she has made no comment, people are watching her every move online. Fans track her Instagram stories, her public appearances, her interviews, hoping to catch the slightest clue. A knowing smile, a cryptic caption, a subtle gesture. Some fans even claim that she recently posted a photo of a sunset that looked sad, and they immediately connected it to Joong-ki's ring photo. Others insist it's all coincidence. But when it comes to the Song couple, nothing ever feels like a coincidence, does it? The continuation of this drama also sparked a new kind of fan fiction across forums and blogs. Writers began imagining scenarios where Joong-ki and Haikyo secretly met after the post, where they exchanged words like, "Why now?" and "Because some things never leave us." These stories, though fictional, captured the essence of what fans longed for: closure, understanding, or even reconciliation. And as the days passed, fans didn't slow down. They created hashtags like #SongSongForever, #RingOfMemories, and #JoongKiTears, which trended across multiple countries. People began sharing their own stories of love and heartbreak, inspired by Joong-ki's ring photo. One fan wrote, "I kept my ex's letter for years, hidden in a drawer. Today I finally threw it away. Thank you, Joong-ki, for reminding me that the past is part of us but doesn't define us." Another fan shared, "Sometimes we post old memories not because we want to go back, but because we want to honor how far we've come." Lovely viewers, isn't that the beauty of this moment? A single ring photo has gone beyond just one couple. It's become a mirror for millions of people to reflect on their own lives, their own past loves, and their own journeys. This is why celebrities like Song Joong-ki hold such power, not just because of their fame, but because their stories resonate with the deepest parts of our human experience. But let's not forget the whispers of reconciliation. Some insiders claim that despite moving on, Joong-ki and Haikyo maintain a silent respect for each other. That respect, they say, was what allowed him to post the photo. Others whisper that perhaps there's more than respect. Perhaps the door isn't completely shut. Whether or not that's true, fans cling to the possibility, because the Song love story is one that will forever remain etched in hearts worldwide. And here's where you, my lovely viewers, come in once again. What do you make of all this? Do you see the photo as Joong-ki's farewell? His way of saying thank you for the memories? Or do you see it as his way of quietly reaching across time and space to someone who once held his heart? Whatever the case, one thing is undeniable. The ring may be old, but its power is timeless. It has reignited conversations, stirred emotions, and brought people together in ways no one expected. And that, perhaps, is the real story here. Not just the ring, not just the past love, but the way we, as fans, connect to these moments and make them part of our own lives. So, as the story continues, keep your eyes open, lovely viewers. Because in the world of Song Joong-ki and Song Hye-kyo, even silence speaks volumes, and even the smallest photo can spark the biggest storm. And who knows? Maybe tomorrow, another post will appear, another clue will surface, and once again, we'll find ourselves here together, unraveling the mystery, one heartbeat at a time. Each new detail, each silence, each fan interpretation feels like another beat in a melody that the world just can't stop listening to. And you know what's most striking? It's not only about Joong-ki or Hye-kyo anymore. It's about everyone who has ever loved, lost, and found themselves staring at an old memory that refuses to fade. After the storm of speculation, the internet didn't calm down. In fact, it began to evolve into something even more fascinating. Fan clubs across Asia began holding virtual watch parties, revisiting Descendants of the Sun episode by episode. Imagine thousands of people watching at the same time, commenting live in chat rooms, crying during the wedding scene, laughing at the playful banter, and sighing with every glance that once held a universe of unsaid words. One fan in Jakarta typed, "It feels like I'm back in 2016. My heart hurts, but in the best way." Another from Dubai wrote, "Even if their love didn't last forever, it gave us something eternal." The collective nostalgia became so intense that streaming platforms reported spikes in viewership of both Joong-ki's and Hye-kyo's dramas. It's almost as though the ring photo reignited not only a conversation but also a movement, an invisible thread pulling everyone back to a time when their story felt unbreakable. And isn't it amazing, lovely viewers, how art and reality intertwine? How one image can push people to relive not just a show but also their own memories tied to it. Some fans even admitted they started calling old friends or revisiting their own love letters after seeing Joong-ki's post. But here's where things take an even more interesting turn. As fan-made compilations of the Song couple spread like wildfire, journalists began digging deeper, publishing thoughtful op-eds. One headline read, "Why Song Joong-ki's wedding ring photo is more than nostalgia." The article argued that the photo represented Korea's evolving relationship with celebrity love stories. How fans invest deeply, feel personally connected, and process these stories almost like their own relationships. Another piece suggested the post was Joong-ki's subtle way of reclaiming his narrative, reminding the world that the Song chapter, while painful, is part of who he is and will always be. And then, of course, there's the speculation about timing. Lovely viewers, you know how fans are. They don't miss a single detail. Some noted that the post coincided with the anniversary month of the Song wedding. Others pointed out that just days earlier, Hye-kyo had been photographed at a fashion event looking stunning but pensive. Could Joong-ki's photo have been a silent response to her appearance? A secret message only she would understand. The theories kept piling up. Meanwhile, fans of Joong-ki's current life also spoke up, voicing concern that the photo could overshadow his present happiness with Katie and their child. But here's the nuance many missed. Sometimes acknowledging the past doesn't mean you're betraying the present. Perhaps Joong-ki was simply embracing his whole journey, scars and all. A fan said it best on Twitter, "You can love your life today and still honor the memories that shaped you yesterday."